all love. Times when I find you wanna keep yourself from me, when I don't have the strength, I'm just a mirror of what I see. You are love. You're a positive, motivating force within my life. You wanna keep yourself from me, when I don't have the strength, I'm just a mirror of what I see.
Yeah.
You are love. You're a positive, motivating force.
Hey y'all, I'm officially online. Nicholas, you and this crafty crab. Oh my god, you guys. Last Monday was a lot of people. We were here all the way up until almost, well, past midnight doing live readings. So I'm being a little bit more structured this particular live, but yes, we're doing live readings. So go ahead and get your donations in if you do want a mini reading. I'm on live on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. So make sure that you do put in your donations. I will say I do have a little bit of availability for full readings if you do want to book with me this week. So if you do want a full reading and you don't want a mini reading because you're wanting more information, you guys can go ahead and book on my site. The link will be in my bio. And if you are on YouTube, the link will be in my description box. Also, you guys can shop with me as well if you guys do want to support me that way. I do have a online store that helps you guys get spiritually aligned, but also help you deepen your spirituality as well. I do also have an ebook to help you if you don't know how to get yourself spiritually aligned, tap into your spirituality, find out who your ancestors is. You can also learn how to build your own altar, how to utilize crystals and smudge kits and spiritual tools to help you on your spiritual journey. That will also be on my bio as well, so you guys can go ahead and click and purchase an ebook. But I'm not gonna take too much of your time. You're too jealous. Jealousy is my lifelong problem. Can you please write me the answer in the chat? My sound doesn't work. Okay, Andrea. But yes, let's get into these readings. There is slightly a line for readings tonight. I'm not going to be here all the way up until midnight like last week. But we're going to get as many readings in as we possibly can. So the first person is going to be Patra. Then it's going to be Claudette. Then it's going to be Trinice, Danielle. Like, why do I want to say her why do I say her full name? Her name is Danny. Sorry. We're not going to start off with Patra. We're going to start off with Chastity because Chastity was the first person to send in her donation. So it's going to be Chastity, Patra, Claudette, Trinice, Danny, and I can't see anymore. I would have to scroll up, but that's how many I can see for now. So I'm going to start off with Chastity's reading first, since she sent her donation since like yesterday. Y'all do not be playing. Y'all be sending y'all donations in on Sunday, which is, I appreciate y'all. So let's do Chastity first. So let's see Chastity. All right, let's see. Hopefully my freedom cards don't start cutting up. All right, let's do Chastity. And if I do seem really sluggish today, it's because I've been fasting. I haven't had any food. I'm fasting more so spiritually, but I'm also fasting because I just do it randomly throughout the year when I feel like I need it. Gives my body a recharge, but also it helps me spiritually as well. It kind of helps me get spiritually in line. You guys, we think about food the majority of our day. So it kind of gets my mind off of food, and it kind of recharges my body and kind of removes all the toxins out of my body. So I'm going to be doing this fast for a while. I have fasted for 30 days before. I'm not going to go that extreme, but I'm definitely going to be fasting. So if I do seem a little sluggish, it's because I haven't had any food. So that's why I feel or look this way. So let's get into these readings. I got you, Andrea. So let's do chastity. God, cards fall on the floor. All right. So this is going to be for chastity. Chastity, what I'm seeing as far as your reading is that, sorry, y'all. I'm seeing that there seems to be some sort of lying that could be going on. But what I more so see with this, because the Seven of Swords is out and the Five of Wands, there's a lot of gossiping. There could be a lot of gossiping within your friend group. There can also be gossiping within the family as well. But I feel like it started to affect you emotionally and also mentally as well. There could be a little bit of like you having a little bit of anxieties or feeling very anxious or stressed out as well. But I do feel that there could be people around you that could be talking about you, or they could be mainly like judging you as well. So again, it could be like a friend group or it could be your family, but I'm seeing that it is somewhat affecting you in some sort of way. Now, I do feel like your sleeping pattern is also off as well. I'm seeing tossing and turning in your sleep, but it doesn't necessarily mean that for me. What it means for me is that there could be like you having a hard time falling asleep or remaining asleep in the throughout the day or the day throughout the night. And I do also feel that there's a little bit of like you feeling a lot of stress and anxieties, but it's more so when it comes to your career or your workplace. There just seems to be a lot of pressure, or there just seems to be a lot of priorities that you feel like are being placed on you. So I don't feel like you have a healthy way of coping when you're full of stress or a lot of anxieties going on in your life. I do also feel like there could be someone around you that may be lying and triggering you as well. They could also be gaslighting you too, because I am seeing that someone is telling you some sort of information. But I feel like, in essence, it's like they are either saying one thing, but their actions are saying something completely different, or it could be vice versa. But in some sort of way, you feel a little bit gaslit. So someone could be gaslighting you. I do also feel like there is someone that is also coming in to communicate with you. They could be offering you a new beginning, or they could be offering you a little bit of a stable connection, or wanting to connect with you and wanting to put a lot of time and effort into a connection with you. But I feel like this is someone that also owes you some sort of explanation. I do feel like forgiveness needs to happen between you and this person. Someone is also wanting to kind of tell you how they feel or get something off of their chest. So I feel like someone is being very mature in coming in with their communication, but I feel like whatever they're kind of explaining to you or trying to get off their chest is triggering you in some sort of way. It could be triggering your trust issues, because I'm seeing the Seven of Swords is here. So Seven of Swords has someone who could have been very deceitful. This can also be someone who could have been trying to mislead you as well. So I feel like you're trying to, one, figure out whether or not this person is trustworthy or not. And two, I feel like because you feel like your trust has been either been broken or betrayed, there seems to be a little bit of like you either straddling a fence or not knowing which direction to take, whether it is to let this person come into your life to give you some sort of explanation, or to kind of move forward with this person. There also seems to be a little bit of like you taking on too many responsibilities or too much priorities. There also feels like you have like a sense of like feeling very exhausted as well. And I do feel like there seems to be a new cycle that's coming into your life. So one aspect of your life is changing, and and one aspect of your life is also closing out. So there seems to be some sort of cycle that you're closing out, but a new beginning is also coming in for you as well. Um, You could also have, it could be migraines or headaches as well, or if it's not migraines or headaches, it could just be feel like you overthinking a lot, because I'm seeing there seems to be like you constantly thinking about something over and over again until it kind of manifested, but you were not expecting this particular manifestation. So the fact that this manifestation is coming to some sort of fruition is causing you to feel some sort of anxiety. So it seems to be like some sort of unexpected news or a message that you're going to be hearing from somebody. I do also feel like you're trying to get emotionally back balance as well. You may have some sort of unfinished business with someone, or there seems to be a little bit of like you having to finish out a cycle with someone in order for you to go into some sort of new cycle. And I feel like, what's the line looking like? Oh, Stephanie, go ahead. It's not looking too bad. I feel like for you, Chastity, I feel that there is a little bit of like either someone may have hurt or betrayed you, or they could have emotionally disappointed you. And I feel like you're asking yourself these questions whether or not you should kind of let this person into your life, or, completely shut this person out. And the fact that you have to really go into some sort of deep thought or having to do some sort of self-reflection whether or not, okay, Stephanie, whether they going to some sort of deep thought or some sort of self-reflection about whether or not this person is good for you in a positive way, or if this person is bad for you in a negative way. And it doesn't mean anything romantic, but it does mean, because the people that we hang out with and the people that are around us in our circles, they're influences, right? They influence things in our lives. They can influence change. They can influence negative or positive change. They can influence, the way that you carry yourself. The people that are around you, when you know how they always say birds of a feather flock together. I feel like that's what's happening. I'll be back on TikTok after America. Thank you, Juicy. I feel like you're wanting to only be around people that are going to bring good in your life, or that are going to kind of have a positive change in your life. And I feel like you're trying to cut out people who will be negatively affecting you. And I feel like there could be people amongst your group that you're going to realize are not your friends, or they don't have your best interest in mind. There just seems to be a little bit of like, I'm getting that song. It's not a Sesame Street song, but I'm just seeing like one of these friends are not your real friend. I feel like something is something to the effect of someone, you're gonna come to some sort of realization that one of your people in your friend groups is not really your friend. It could be a little bit of like you may have been pouring a lot into this particular person, and they may have not been reciprocating that same energy from you. There also seems to be a little bit of like you always showing up or being present for people, and them not being there for you or being present for you as well. So there seems to be an imbalance in the friendship. So I feel like you're going to come to some sort of realization about that. And I feel like once you find out who the bad apple is in your life, I feel like you're going to like pluck it out of your life. There also seems to be a little bit of like you having to figure out exactly what makes you happy. You haven't had any time to sit down and to kind of really focus on the things that make you happy, because there could be just a lot going on in your life right now. Because again, the 10 of Wands is here, so it just seems to be like a lot of priorities. A lot of people are needing your attention. A lot of people are needing your time. A lot of people are, you could be the strong friend. Like you could be the strong friend. Like people come to you for advice or opinions or confirmation or validation. And I feel like because of that, it doesn't leave room for you to kind of place your burdens on the table, because people are always constantly coming to you for answers. That's kind of like one of the downfalls of being the strong friend. Sometimes people lean on you a lot, or people are wanting you to kind of like be their to be, how do I put this? They're wanting you to be the one that holds it down for them. So it's like kind of like, and then I'm not saying that it's a burden to you. And maybe it is, but I don't feel like it's a burden to you. I just feel like you feel like, okay, well, who do I go to vent to, or who do I go to get things that I need to get off my chest? So again, there seems to be an imbalance in the friendship. And I do feel like you're going to start to realize that, but it's not just one person, it's more than one person. So I feel like you're going to realize or come to some sort of realization that you're having to cut some people in your life that you feel don't really pour into you. Because I feel like your cup is being depleted like little by little. Maybe you're not realizing it, but it really is. Like I feel like your cup is depleting, and I feel like once your cup has been to the point where it's like it's completely empty, I feel like you either isolate yourself, you become very detached, you separate yourself from your groups, whether that be your friends and family, whether that be romantic or platonic. I do also feel like there is a little bit of like you wanting space or creating some sort of space so that you can heal. I get all that. Like that's good. Everybody should do that. Everyone should be able to kind of be in a space where they can kind of isolate themselves so that they could come to some sort of higher realization or to see something from a higher perspective. But I feel like also when you have friends that you feel like you can lean on, I do feel like you have to give them some sort of grace. And I feel like your friends are having to give you some sort of grace, but I feel like your friends may again see you as a strong friend, and they don't see you as having problems, or they don't see you as having burdens, or they don't see because you don't walk around with those burdens. Like they're not like you can't see them visually, and maybe you don't speak up as well. You don't tell people how you're feeling. You hold back. You kind of mask things, or you kind of like don't want people to know your business. So maybe you're just a little bit more private. But I feel like if you're needing help, you're having to kind of speak up about that. Even if you don't think your friends would be receptive to it, I feel like you'll be really surprised how your friends take that information. So there just seems to be a little bit of like you having to kind of like be more open with your needs and being more open with your wants when it comes to your friends and your family. Yeah, that's what I got for you. That's what I got for you, Chastity. All right, let's see who's next. Dang, where did it go? I could have sworn I had it up here. Oh, there it go. All right. So the next person is going to be Patra, then it's going to be Claudette. Okay. Let's do Patra. Let me move this over because I can't see nothing. All right. Anchor. Yes, Amani. I sent you mine on Apple Pay. I got you. Oh my God, Imani, I forgot to answer your text message. I'm sorry. It's just I've been like swamped with clients today, and I haven't been able to kind of text you back. Sorry. I be feeling so bad. People be texting me and I don't be responding within. I be responding within like 3 to 5 business days, and it's so bad. It's not that I'm doing it on purpose. It's like honestly like I be like it's like I be busy, and then when I'm finally done with my clients, like I try to take space from like try to take space like time for myself outside of like my boyfriend, my family, my friends. Like I try to take some space for myself. And then sometimes when I'm in that moment of taking space for myself, I kind of like forget that I need to kind of like communicate with other people. Like you need to get back to that text message, you need to get back to that phone call, you need to get back to that email. It's not rare that I find space for myself. It's just that when I do, it's just I forget. So I'm sorry. I will text you back. I am a mother. Yes, I'm a mother. You know, I have my dog Louie. So when I'm not giving Louie attention, my boyfriend attention, my friends and my family, it's just like I try to find that. You know, it's always like constantly trying to find that balance. Constantly trying to find balance in my life. All right, let's do Patra. Let's do Patra. Oh, shoot. Oh, cards are like sticking really badly. All right, let's do Patra. You had trial. How was trial, Iman? Well, you don't have to write it here. You can text it to me. I'm going to respond by the end of the night. I promise I will. As soon as I get off live, I'm going to respond to your text message. Hey, Katrina. You were not here last live. I don't think you were. Yeah, you were. You came in later. Yeah, you were. All right. Let's do Patra. I think I like officially need new cards, but whatever. It is what it is. I'm not changing up. Yeah, message me, Imani. Shoot. All right, y'all. Give me like 2 seconds because my cards, they're ripping, but you already know like I'm not getting new cards. These are my cards. All right. Y'all already know. Don't be laughing at me for tipping my cards, okay? These cards got all my magic in them, and I refuse to let them go. I refuse to let them go. All right. Let's do Leela. I was for a little bit. You know my battery be acting up when I'm out and about. Thank God the Mercury retrograde is over. I 100% agree. Oh my God, y'all. Hi, Marie. Oh my God, my cards are ripping, but I refuse. I refuse to get these. They have all my magic in them. Like I just can't. I refuse. All right, just tape my cards up. Y'all can laugh if y'all want to, but they accurate as fuck. I don't care. I don't care. Y'all can laugh all y'all want, but I'm gonna keep my cards, okay? All right, so let's do Patra. It's Patra. Tell your cards to stop playing and get you some good ass packaging tape. No, Marie, there isn't a long line. There isn't a long line. I'm surprised because usually it's a long line. Like every Monday, it's like 25, 30 people. But today is not that long of a line. And you know, honestly, I appreciate it because I feel like we can like kind of key more. I feel like when I have so many people in line, it can get very overwhelming. And then I feel like the time goes by so fast. And like last Monday, we were on live until like after midnight. Like I was literally after midnight. I was getting off live. So I feel like when it's like a little bit of a smaller group, it's a little bit more intimate. But I feel like we can like kind of like talk more and kind of like have discussions. People can ask questions. So I appreciate when it's not a huge group, but I still appreciate the large group too. I'm thinking about bringing back Love Donation Saturdays, but it probably won't be until like a while until I do. But I'm thinking about it because I'm seeing what I'm seeing like as a trend every Monday because I've been very consistent with these Monday night lives. I feel like it's gonna be like officially a year since I've been doing them, but I feel like what I've been realizing is that a lot of people have been rushing to do Monday live readings because they know I don't have Saturdays anymore. So I feel like, and then what happens in essence, what happens is that Monday gets really, 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 really packed, and so many people send donations, and it gets really overwhelming because I'll look at the donations and I'm just like, oh my God, like there's so many people on Monday. Like I need to like kind of like spend less time on the readings because it's just too many people in line, right? Hey Jose. So I have to kind of like shorten the readings. But I feel like if I open up Love Donation Saturdays, it'll give people the opportunity that don't want their readings live to get them done on Saturdays. So then it'll be more so of a controlled, more of a controlled group on Mondays because people are getting their readings on Saturday. So, and I was having a discussion with my boyfriend, and my friend too, she's been my client since forever, and I had a conversation with her, and she's like, "You really want to bring Love Donation back Saturday? Like, are you prepared for it?" And I'm just like, you know what? I think that I'm going to bring it back because it's just I can't control Mondays anymore. I honestly can't control Mondays anymore. It's getting a little bit too much for me, and what I'm realizing that on Mondays that after I'm done getting all the readings out, like I don't even want to talk to nobody. I don't want to be bothered. Like I have headaches. So I think Saturday would kind of like mediate so many people, or the influx on Mondays. So expect love donation Saturdays to come back, but it's gonna be just a little while. I'm just gonna let y'all know now. But I plan on bringing it back. All right, let's do Petra. Yeah, Katrina, like it was just too much. Too much for me. I'm only one person. Only one person. All right. All right, so this is going to be for Patra. All right, Patra. What I'm seeing for you, Patra, there seems to be a little bit of like you feeling very disappointed about your love life. There also could be a little bit of like you feeling very disappointed when it comes to your love life as well. So there just seems to be some sort of like you feeling like love has been incredibly unfair to you. You could also be beating yourself up because you may be possibly seeing people and other people in relationships as well. And I feel like you're just like, well, why can't I have that? Why can't I experience that? Maybe like you've never experienced a healthy love. Maybe you're craving healthy love. Maybe you've been in relationships that have been very toxic, maybe have been very codependent, maybe they have been not reciprocal. So there just seems to be a little bit of a pattern that's going on, and I feel like you're wanting stability, a sense of stability. Now, I do feel like there is going to be someone that's going to be coming in to give you an offer. It could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, because I am seeing Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The only reason why I don't, not to say that there's anything wrong with this person, the only thing that gives me pause and I'm kind of like side eyeing is because this could be someone who may be younger than you or someone who may be around the same age as you, but they are emotionally or they could be financially insufficient. Now, when I mean emotionally insufficient, is just someone who's just emotionally immature, and this could be someone who has a long way with either expressing themselves or communicating the way that they feel. They don't really know how to express themselves, or they hold back, or they have a hard time kind of like explaining to you what they're currently feeling, which can be incredibly annoying. Especially as adults, you would think that we'd be able to communicate our needs and our wants in the way that we feel, but you'll be surprised a lot of adults don't really know how to do that. And it could be because of the trauma that they may have experienced as a child. Maybe their parents told them not to communicate or to speak up because some traditions is just like, well, you don't talk when there's the elders are talking. There's traditional roots and traditional upbringings that people have where they can't really express themselves, and then they have initially brought that into their adulthood. You know what I mean? So I feel like that could be one of the reasons, but I feel like this is just someone who doesn't really know how to express themselves. Not too financially insufficient. This could be someone who is still working on their finances. This could also be someone who is currently trying to kind of like financially manage their money. They could also be afraid whether or not they feel like they can provide for you as well. That could be a really huge factor in this person, either one, being with you, or two, not being with you, because they may feel very financially insufficient. Now, I do also feel like this could be someone that is also having some sort of regrets as well, because the Five of Cups is here. This could also be someone who's like still living in the past. Sorry, y'all. You guys might hear thunder. It's raining in Miami. We're all working on our financial insufficiencies. I agree. Like, inflation is real. And I feel like larger institutions, or huge companies, they don't care. They want their money. Like, you can't tell your mortgage broker that you don't have any money and we're in inflation. They don't care. You can't tell the light and the water company that inflation is real and people are suffering. They don't care. They want their money. They don't care. So yeah, everybody's working on their finances. Granted, yes, that is a valid point. But I do feel like this is what this person feels like. Sometimes men feel like men because they can financially provide, and some men, that's incredibly important. Every man is different. Some men think emotional stability is the greatest thing they can contribute to a woman and provide. And then there's some men that think financially, that is the greatest thing I can give to a woman because I can be able to provide for her. So it's entirely different in which man you be with. um, but I feel like there just seems to be a little bit of like someone feeling very financially insufficient. Greed in America is a very real thing, straight up. Yes, they don't care. Like the company light bill will shut you off. They do not care. They need their money. So I do feel like for this person, being financially dependable or independent is very important. I do also feel like there just seems to be a little bit of a power struggle with this person. And the only reason why I say this, and I'm just as like a warning, because I'm seeing that there seems to be too many people in this scenario, meaning that you could be involved in a love triangle. This could also be someone who may be already in a relationship or already feel obligated to somebody else. So there may be someone else in their energy still lingering around, whether that be an ex or whether that be currently a girlfriend or baby mama or wife. So just be careful that you're not walking into a situation that's already been established. I do also feel like there could be a little bit of mind games, or someone could be doing that as well. This is someone where their words don't match their actions, or their actions don't match their words. They possibly can be trying to mislead you so that they can keep both of you, or be greedy, or to be selfish. So I've been there, girl. So it's just like a selfish energy. It's a very calculative energy. This is a very meticulous energy. It's someone who is, they know what they're doing, they know what they're saying, but they can be purposely trying to mislead you so that they can have their way. I do also feel that there is a little bit of power struggles. So there could be a little bit of like someone wanting to be in control of this particular situation, and whether that be the love triangle or whether that be you or the other person. So I feel like someone is wanting to kind of put more of a handle on the situation. Now, this could be someone that you already know, or this could be someone that could be coming towards you. I do also feel that someone is playing a lot of tricks or some sort of mind games, or I just feel like someone is being very, I'm not getting the Seven of Swords, but for me the Magician can be very deceitful. And the reason why the Magician for me is very deceitful is because the Magician is trying to purposely mislead someone, but I do also feel like they're trying to throw someone off their tracks. So be careful that someone is not doing that to you, or you could be possibly doing that to them, but I feel like it's more so what's happening to you. So just be careful that someone is not coming into your life to disrupt your peace by bringing a third party into a potential love offer or a potential new beginning with you. That's what I got for you, Petra. This is like more so of a warning, but that's what I got for you, Petra. All right. Ooh, cards are falling. Let me see. I'm going to do Claudette, Trinice, Danny. Then I'm going to do Andrea. I'm going to answer a question here. I'm going to do Stephanie P, Khadijah, Yasel. I think I said it right. Yasel, Jelani, and then Alexia. That's all I can see for now. So I'm going to do Claudette. Let's do Claudette. Watch out for those third-party relationships, even if someone doesn't, like, because I feel like someone may say that they're not in a relationship, but they are in a relationship, or they're not being 100% honest with you. Like, they're telling you a little bit of information, but they're not telling you all of the information. So again, someone could be possibly omitting information so that they can keep or have their way. All right, let's do Claudette. Hey, boo. How are you? Let's see. Let's do Claudette. I just want to make sure I shuffle really well. Y'all, I'm so hungry, but I can't eat until tomorrow. I'm so hungry. I know exactly what I want to eat tomorrow. I have it all planned out. I'm hungry. This fasting ain't no joke. But we're gonna. I need to eat some gum. If I have some gum, I'll be good. All right, let's do Claudette. Why is it falling on the floor? Oh, this is about money. I gotta bend down. Y'all, I'm so sore from working out too. Lord Jesus, be a vessel. God. All right. So this is gonna be for Claudette. All right, Claudette. What I'm seeing for you, Claudette, is that you may be possibly spending a lot of money. So you're having to be careful with your spending habits. It could be poor financial management too. This is like a mindset of like, well, I'm gonna spend it and make it right back type of energy. Um, I'm guilty of that too. I get it, but you, sis, you gonna have to learn how to save some money. Save money. But what I'm also seeing is that there is a little bit of like you having to put some sort of money aside. And there also seems to be a little bit of like you having to change your mindset. Now, I'm also seeing that you could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, because I'm seeing a lot of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in your reading. Honestly, that's all I see. I don't see any other elements, which is really rare. So I only see that particular element in your reading, but there seems to be some sort of offering coming in from a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Now, you may have some sort of unfinished business with this particular energy, or there could be a resurfacing of someone again. I do also feel like this is a connection that serves a higher purpose, but it also is a connection that has a lot of telepathy with, meaning that when you're thinking about this person thinking about you, or vice versa. There also seems to be a new beginning that's also being offered to you as well. And I do feel like this new beginning is going to take a lot of time. I do also feel like something is going to cost a lot of money. Now, I don't feel like a relationship is going to cost a lot of money, but I'm just saying that something may be possibly either draining your pockets, or it could be requiring a lot of money and requiring a lot of time and requiring a lot of energy from you. I do also feel like there could be some sort of travel plans coming up for you as well, because I do see travel. It's somewhere hot, somewhere near water. I'm seeing palm trees or coconut trees. I do also feel that this is a place where seasons do not change. So I don't feel like it's like a Miami thing. I feel like this is something that's going to be over across the waters. But I do feel like there's going to be travel plans coming up for you. And I do feel like you're going away to have a good time. And I feel like you feel like this is a new opportunity that you feel like you're never going to get or receive again. So you're taking up this opportunity and you're going away. I feel like people are also going to be missing you as well. You could be like going away or isolating yourself, or you could be being very private and being very strategic or calculative with what you share. No, I didn't do yours yet, Khadijah. You could be very strategic and secretive about what you share online and what you are sharing to your friends and family as well. So there just seems to be a little bit of like you not wanting people to know what you're up to or what you're doing or what you're also thinking as well. So I feel like you're trying to make some sort of moves in silence. Now, if you are dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, this could be someone who's very toxic. This can also be someone who's very manipulative. This could also be someone who will possibly later on down the road, which they haven't shown you this side of them, but later on down the road, they're going to manipulate you with money, meaning that when you don't do what when you don't do what they want you to do, they're going to manipulate you with money. They're going to either hold money over your head, or they're going to find a way to kind of manipulate you with their money. Now, that could be several ways, but I'm just seeing that someone is like holding that over your head. So just be careful with that. They may not have shown you that characteristic about them just yet, but just know that it's coming. So something is going to be revealed to you about this person. I do also feel that there is a little bit of like you either going to be investing your money or putting your money into things that are tangible, which is like property, whether that's even though if there are things that depreciate, which is like a car. I just feel like you're putting your money into more so tangible things that you can touch, taste, and feel. And I do feel like it's going to be very lucrative for you to do that. Because I do feel like you're going to have either some sort of like equity, or you're going to have some sort of interest that's going to be benefiting you in some sort of way. So again, I'm seeing you making some sort of investments, but they're going to be intangible things like property. Property is a a way to make money, because you can acquire so much equity in it. So I do see that coming up for you. But yeah, that's what I got for you, Claudette. That's what I got for you. Okay, so let's do Trinice. She wants a love reading. Okay, I'm going to do Trinice, and then I'll do Danny, then I'll do Andrea, then I'll do Stephanie P, Khadijah, Yasel, Jelani, it's Alexa. How do you say it? Alexia? I think that's how you say Alexia. I like the name Alexia. That's pretty. It's a pretty name. And Jelani is a pretty name too. All right. Let's do Trinice. All right, Trinice. Move this over a tidge. Yeah, so I can see. All right, let's do Trinice. I say your name right every time. I mean, I'm trying, because I'm like, sometimes I'll butcher people's names and I'll be feeling bad, and they be like having to kind of like say it in the comments like, no, it's this way, and I'm just like, my bad. My bad. You know what I mean? I didn't mean to. But I like the name Alexia. Sounds like a little bit like an elixir. Alexia. Yeah, I like that. It's pretty. It's a pretty name. Okay, let's do Trinice. Yeah, I'm so hungry. This fasting, oh my God, I only got a couple of hours left for my fast. But yo, like, working out and fasting is like, ugh. I want to eat like so bad. Oh my God. Has anybody ever dated a Gemini? What are the pros and cons? I'm a Gemini. Yasel, I said it right? Look, I know how to pronounce names. I know how to pronounce names. Yasel. I like the name too. That's a pretty name. Yasel is a pretty name. And the way that it's spelled is different too. I've never seen it spelled that way. So it's a pretty name. I'm a Gemini, so I can't give you that perspective or any advice about that. I know a Gemini man or male, and he was crazy. Not that he was crazy, he was just very needy. Like, I don't know, maybe the Gemini males are different from Gemini women, but the Gemini that I encountered, and we weren't even dating, like we were just like, we're friends, and like he liked me, but it's just like, and he required so much coddling, and I'm just like, yeah, we could never date, because you just require so much of my time, and I'm a very independent person, and I'm also a person that likes my space in a relationship. So, because even now, like, I'm like, if I don't call my boyfriend, he'll call me. He's like, I haven't heard from you. And just like, oh, I forgot. Like, I'm just very independent. You know what I mean? I don't need to be on my boyfriend's ass. So, and I don't like my boyfriend to be up my ass either. He knows that. He gives me space. We have a healthy boundary with that. We give each other healthy space. So I feel like if I were to like ever date a male Gemini, he just required too much time. He required too much coddling. He required too much validation. He required too much. And I'm just like, we would never work out because I'm not like that. I'm very independent, like in every aspect too, independent. Like, and so it's just it wouldn't work out. So that's the only advice I can give you. I don't know any pros. As a male Gemini, he was very nice. He was very like if I needed anything, he was very like helpful with that. He's very charitable too. Like they're very charitable. They like to help. They like to feel needed. They want to be. You cash okay, I got you, Shannon. They want to feel needed. I don't know if that's a pro, but they like to feel that. They like to feel like they're a man. They like to feel that you need them. And if you are a woman that caters to that, then yeah, it'll work. But I'm not a woman that caters to that. Like, yeah, I'm gonna let you be a man, but I'm not gonna give you ass pats for being a man because that's a requirement. That's a standard. That's not something to clap for. Like, it's a necessity. It's something that it's a prerequisite. You know what I mean? Like, I shouldn't have to validate you, or I shouldn't give you ass pats for being a man, if that makes any sense. Yeah, it would never work. It would never worked out. It would never worked out. So that's the only opinion I can give you, or I guess pros and cons of dating a Gemini or being with a Gemini. But and my father's a Gemini too, and he's just a really hard, complicated man. They require a lot of coddling. You know, they're very stubborn too. You know, they're very stuck in their ways or fixated in their ways. So yeah. That's the only advice I can give you. Trinice. All right. Off the bat with you, Trinice, there seems to be a lot of miscommunication. You could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It's a base model. Yeah, I feel like being a man. I'm not gonna give you an ass pat for that. Like, it's a prerequisite. Like, it's something that should already come. Like you know what I mean? Like, you know how they say that love is a given. Like, to love someone is a given, or to have compassion, or to have unconditional love, or to have empathy is a given. Like, everybody should have that. Everybody doesn't have it, but it's a prerequisite. You know, it's not like, oh my God, like, you're a man. Woo, come on, baby. Like, it's not that. It's like, okay, cool. Like, that's what I expect from you. So it was just, yeah, I don't know, it was just weird. It's really, really weird. Hey, Chastity. So with your reading, Trinice, I was like, who am I on? Trinice. What I'm seeing for you is that there seems to be, okay, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I'm also getting Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I do feel like there's going to be some sort of new offer that's going to be given to you. I do also feel like this new beginning or this new offer is going to lead to some sort of stability. So I do feel like there's going to be either a new person coming into your life. But I feel like this is more so romantic. I feel like this is someone that's going to be a partner for you. This is going to be something that's going to be a little more, I'm seeing longevity in this new partner that's going to be coming into your life. But with that, there's going to be people that are going to be upset, or people are going to be jealous. And I do feel like there's going to be someone who is either you were previously romantically involved with them, or maybe you possibly may have been, they may have been in your life, but I'm seeing that someone is having some sort of regrets. I do also feel like someone is having a little bit of like still living in the past, or still they keep thinking, or they keep playing the past over and over in their mind. I'm also seeing that there seems to be like either someone who is fighting back from communicating with you. Like I feel like someone does want to talk to you, someone does want to communicate with you, but they're holding back purposely. Maybe also someone may feel like it's too late. So or it's too late to reconcile, or it's too late to repair the connection, because I'm seeing that someone is feeling like, well, it's too late, they moved on, or they kind of like went about their way, or they kind of like moved on from me. So someone feels that way. I do feel like there seems to be a lot of miscommunication, but I also feel like this is some sort of like someone could be possibly reading things the wrong way. So someone may be making some sort of assumptions instead of asking you directly what it is. They're making some sort of assumptions. I do also feel that there is also some sort of changes that's also going to be coming into your life as well. I'm seeing there's going to be financial stability for you. I feel like you're also going to always be financially independent or self-sufficient, or have enough to supplement your lifestyle. So I do feel like you're always going to have enough, or more than enough, because the Ten of Pentacles is here. And the Ten of Pentacles for me represents that someone who is financially stable, someone who is not saying that you're having to always worry about money. I don't feel like you're going to always worry about money, but I feel like you're going to be very comfortable. Um, there also seems to be, and I mean, there's going to be someone that's going to be coming in too, that's going to also be very financially comfortable too. So I do feel like two people are going to be financially comfortable and move forward with that. So meaning that you may be meet someone that's on your level financially, or you might meet someone that's on your level emotionally, mentally. Like it could be anything, but I feel like you're meeting your match, you're meeting your equivalent, you're meeting um, your your sorry, I'm laughing at myself because I'm just like, girl, get it out, spit it out. You're meeting your match. That's what I'm getting. I do also feel that there is plans that are going to be made with you and this person as well. Maybe they're investing in you. Maybe they're investing in your goals. Maybe they're pouring more into you. Maybe they are kind of supporting you. So there seems to be some sort of partnership that's going to be coming into your life that is going to be a lot more satisfying to you. Yeah, someone from the past may miss you, and that's all good and dandy, but I feel like you're just moving on with your life. And I feel like you're running into some sort of abundance. You're running into some sort of prosperity. And I feel like this is going to be someone that is going to be a lot more, again, emotionally satisfying to you, financially satisfying to you. I feel like you're meeting your equivalent. I just feel like this is just someone that I'm getting like that song by what's that song called by Fabulous? She matches my fly. That's what I'm getting. Someone matches your fly. Someone matches you. You guys look good on paper together. You guys can acquire a lot together financially together. You guys can get money together. So I'm seeing this as a partner that is either one going to boost your self-esteem as well, but they're going to come into your life to kind of like show you that they are the one that can help you progress in life, and to kind of like be your other half. Or if you don't feel like, oh my God, nobody completes me, I'm already whole, they're going to be coming into your life to compliment you. Look, some people feel that way. So they're coming into your life to compliment you. All right, let's do Danny. What did Danny say? I gotta read her message. I can't see it. It's so small. I didn't forget. Okay, I'm gonna do Danny, then I'll do Andrea, Stephanie, C, Khadijah, Yasel, Jelani, Alexia. Oh, Danny. And then Shannon. All right, let's do Danny. All right, Danny. I always forget to put myself on Do Not Disturb. Because you already know he finna call. You already know. If you already know who's gonna call, y'all already know. And disrupt my dang life. Oh my God. Okay. All right. Let's do Danny. All right, Danny. Let's see what we got for Danny. Of course, my card flies all the way. Oh my god, y'all, hold on. My card flew all the way over there. All right. Whew, Lord Jesus. All right. So this is gonna be for Danny. Danny, what I'm seeing for you is that there could be some conflict or there could be some sort of discrepancies when it comes to your money. I do feel like you're having to put your foot down. It could be something that you may have signed some sort of paperwork. There may have been something bad. Not saying this is bad, but I feel like there's something about you having to negotiate your money. Let's say you sign some sort of contract, and maybe they're asking you to do extra work, or maybe they're making you do things that you didn't agree to. There just seems to be something about like you having to negotiate. You could either one negotiate for more money, or two, there just seems to be a little bit of like you having to take you're having to take, how do I say this? Because what I've realized, I need to be a little bit more careful with my words when I tell y'all stuff, because y'all will take something I take, which is like an inch, and then y'all take a mile. But I feel like you're having to kind of like come to some sort of agreement. I do also feel like you've been doing a lot of thinking. This could be like a lot of, stop, Danny. Stop. I feel like you know what I mean when I say that. But stop. I feel like with you, Danny, chastity. You can write in the chat chastity. Oh my god, yes, definitely a topic of the week. There will be a renegotiation. Yeah, I just feel like and I feel like it's because you're trying to renegotiate the contract, but you're trying to make more money because they're trying to make you do extra things that you did not sign up for. So I feel like you're having to negotiate something, and I feel like this is going to either take away take a while. And it just also seems to be something about like a divine timing, so you can't really rush this process. It may take a while because I'm seeing that something is very slow to mature, but I feel that you're having to be patient with this, because if you are patient, I do see more money coming your way. So be patient with this contract or this negotiation. Now, I feel like you're being very defensive, or you could be possibly coming off very cautious. You could also be trying to protect yourself too, because I do feel that there is a form of a reconciliation that's going to be coming in. Now, it could be with Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or it could be with Aries, Leo, Sag, but it could be any sign. But this can just be someone who may be possibly trying to get your attention. I do also feel that you're I'm getting like a no nonsense type of woman. So if someone is trying to bring drama into your life, if someone is trying to kind of like stir shit up in your life, now this can also be with your friend group too, because I I'm getting more so with your friends. I'm not getting romantic. I'm getting more so with your friends. There could be like someone that could be starting shit. Someone could also be trying to kind of like throw people off, or could be gossiping to the other person to try to get the other person not to like you, or to look at you sideways, or to question the relationship or the friendship. There just seems to be like someone in your circle, or someone that is possibly around you, that could be possibly trying to get your friends to turn on you, or to kind of look at you sideways, or to kind of question whether or not they still want to be friends with you. Let's say, for example, you and someone got into a falling out, and this is one of your friends, and you guys have mutual friends. They could be telling other people, "Oh, don't hang out with her, don't talk to her, don't do this, don't do that. She's not a real friend. She's gonna talk behind your back. She's gonna do this to you. Watch, watch, watch. Like, don't be her friend. Like, you should only be my friend." So I feel like someone is trying to sway your group of friends to only be with friends with them, and kind of keep you deserted, or to isolate you, or to kind of like keep you out of the friend group. It's more so like trying to do it more so maliciously. Like, it's like I'm getting like smokes and mirrors too. Like, someone is putting on an illusion or a facade or making you seem one type of way when you're really not that type of way, but they're trying to get people to rally around them or to be on their side. So if, let's say, you and that person had a falling out and people are asking like, okay, so what happened? Like, tell me what happened. And they're like, well, this is what happened, but it's not true. They're embellishing the story, or they're embellishing the lie. So that's what I see for you. There also seems to be a little bit of like your creative efforts are also going to be supported by the universe. It keeps going back to that contract. I'm seeing that there's either like you, like, I see you trying to straddle the fence and trying to be fair, but I feel like if you decide to keep trying to straddle the fence and be fair, you're going to miss out on opportunities. So I feel like you're having to kind of like put your foot down, implement boundaries, implement changes, and stay firm on that, like 10 toes down on decisions that you make. So don't try to kind of like negotiate to kind of be in the good graces of a brand or be in the good graces of a network. It's something about like you having not to be gracious, because I feel like these people can be able to because let's say you are the talent, right? These people are willing to bend for you. You shouldn't be bending for them, if that makes any sense. Like, they have enough bread, they have enough they have it. So don't worry. Like, stay firm, and say you come up with a number that you're really wanting. Stay firm on that. Like, don't sway. Because there may have been in the past where you may have, like, let's say you negotiated a deal and you're like, oh, maybe they're not going to take me because I'm asking for too much. No. If that's how much you charge, that's how much your fees are, and how much your energy goes into cultivating or curating an image or a brand or a business, stay firm on that. I always tell people, like, no, never negotiate your price. Never negotiate your price. That's your price is your price. And if they don't want it, that's fine. Go find someone that you feel like who can do it the best, but they're not gonna do it like I do it. So go ahead, do your thing. Go ahead and find it, but it's not gonna be what I give you. You're not gonna have the experience that I give you. You're not gonna have that experience. So again, having to be 10 toes down on your decisions and your prices and what you bring and your value to what you bring to the table. You're welcome, Danny. Like I said, Danny, I see money for you, like more money, like more money coming in for you. Hi, is Jay cheating on me, or am I too jealous? All right, Andrea, let's see. You're welcome. Is Andrea too jealous? Okay, we're gonna find out. After Andrea is going to be Stephanie P. Whatever her last name wants to be this week. I'm just kidding, Stephanie P. Let's see, Andrea. Let's see. All right. This was just a one question person, so let me send Andreas her thing. All right. Next person, Stephanie P. let's do Stephanie P. Andrea, you tripping? I know she can't hear me, but girl, you tripping? Like, you're jealous. You're really jealous. All right. Oh my God. Whew. All right, let's do Stephanie. After Stephanie is going to be Khadijah, Yasel, Jelani, yes, Jelani, Alexia, Shannon, Katina, Katian? No, it's Katina? No, Katie Ann. Katie Ann. I know how to pronounce words. That's Katie Ann. That's Katie Ann. Let's do Stephanie. When I was shuffling your cards, Stephanie, the Four of Wands came out, so you could be doing like I'm trying to kind of like describe it. It could be like a form of like deep meditation, but it's a, it's gonna sound weird, but I'm gonna say it anyways. You could be trying to control your mind, or you could be trying to control someone else's mind, or trying to control someone's thoughts. You could be trying to kind of block your thoughts from someone else too. So again, it's a form of it's a form of deep realization, but I also feel like it's like you're trying to. You know what? I'm gonna give you an example. You're giving me Matilda vibes. You know what I mean when I say that, like telepathy. It's giving me like making people think what they want to think. It's giving me a little bit of like, not in the essence of like Matilda, how she moved things with her mind. It could be, but it is a little bit of like being able to use your mind to control. I'm having deja vu right now. Sorry, y'all. It's and it's funny because it's on Stephanie's reading, but I'm having a little bit of deja vu. But it's a little bit of like controlling people with your mind, or it could be a little bit of just like making people do what you want them to do. Does that make sense to y'all? Katiana. Oh, Katiana. Okay. Oh, I know who you are. You're Christina's sister. Christine's sister. Um, but yes, that's what I got for you, Stephanie. So that came out the beginning of your reading, like it fell through shuffle. But the emojis, not the emojis. I can't with you, Stephanie. But that's what I got. Like, like a master manipulator, a little bit of that. You know what I mean? Um, I'm also getting with you, Stephanie, is that there could, not the emojis, there could be a little bit of miscommunication when it comes to your finances. I remember I told you to go to Atlanta. It keeps coming back up. It's time. And I remember I told you I would tell you when it's time. It's time to go to Atlanta. Like seriously. Because I feel like there's money waiting there for you, but I feel like it's more so money. Like I feel like something like money is waiting. Like there's money and it's just sitting. That's what I'm seeing in my mind. I do also feel that there could also be someone that could be trying to take the money from you. There is also someone that could be trying to excommunicate you. I don't know why they're trying to. It's funny, like someone could be trying to excommunicate you from the family, or excommunicate you from getting something that you are deserving of. Let's say, for example, that someone is trying to stop you or block you from receiving some sort of money. You know what I mean? Like, or they're trying to proceed with that. I do also feel like this could also be a woman who's very emotionally, they act very emotionally passive, but they're not. Um, there's three girls that's involved. So I don't know if it's you and two other girls. But I'm seeing three girls here. Um, and I feel like this woman is like either I don't want to say this, but I'll say it. Like either they're in control of you three, or there could be a little bit of just like she is like either like a motherly figure or a guardian or someone who is supposed to be taking care of you guys. I don't know if that makes sense. His mom. Oh, okay. But I'm just saying that there's someone that could be possibly kind of like blocking things for you. Um, but I do also feel like this could, but it's weird because I feel like it's more directly towards you and not maybe the other two people, the other two women. I'm seeing three girls, but you're included in this group. So it could be you, her, and another child, or it could be you and two other girls that are also children, or the child of. Um, but I'm seeing that whatever this person is trying to do, I don't see it being very successful. I do also feel like there is seems to be some sort of miscommunication that could be possibly happen between you and these other women as well. It could be a little bit of a petty energy too that you're also receiving from these people. Like maybe they're not talking to you. Maybe they are purposely trying to avoid you. They could be possibly declining information from you, or they could be possibly declining communication with you. So there just seems to be a little bit of just like not wanting to include you, or not wanting to be really forthright with information when it comes to some sort of money. I don't know why this is coming for you. This is kind of like out of what I usually pick up for you. I guess it's a good thing. Um, but I do feel like there seems to be like either having to sign some sort of documentations to be some sort of for some sort of money to be released, or emancipated. I don't know why I got like signing a declaration or signing some sort of contract to release some sort of money. Um, hmm. That's fucked up. Sorry. I didn't mean to curse. Someone's like, oh, she doesn't deserve the money because she already has this or that. Someone may be possibly keeping tabs on your lifestyle. So they may feel like you don't deserve it, or that you shouldn't have it because you've already established some sort of lifestyle, or that you're already taken care of. So someone feels like you don't deserve this money, or you don't deserve to receive it because you're in a good standing in your life, maybe financially, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, whatever it is, but they feel like you don't deserve it or you shouldn't have it. Like it should be the funds should be given to the ones that really need help. Like they don't see you as the person that needs help. They see you as a person that has things already established for them. You're not in any financial insufficiency. Like you have enough. Like you shouldn't. Like someone's like she shouldn't have it. Like look at the stuff that she has. Someone's keeping tabs. Yeah, someone's definitely keeping tabs. Like, oh, look how she spends her money. Look how she dresses. Look how she lives her life. Like, she doesn't need the money. Like, she's just like I'm hearing someone say like she's just gonna blow it on superficial shit anyways, or she's gonna blow it on materialistic things anyways. Like, someone thinks that you're very shallow. This is so mean, and I'm sorry to say this, but I'm gonna keep it real with you, but someone feels like you're incredibly shallow, that you don't need this money, like you're gonna blow it. That's what they think. They're like she's gonna just blow the money. She doesn't need the money. It's right, Shannon. Big time hater, big time hater. So I feel like someone feels like you don't deserve it because I feel like someone else. I heard this too. Like someone's like they they um they worked hard for this money, so we shouldn't give it to her because we shouldn't give her hard earned money because she didn't earn anything. She shouldn't receive hard earned money. That's what I'm hearing. Someone is saying that. Someone's like, oh, like she or he earned their money. They work hard, blood, sweat, and tears to make this money. Like, why should we give it to this person? They're just gonna blow it on materialistic things, or they're gonna blow it on superficial things. Like, someone thinks they're incredibly shallow. Someone may think that you have no substance. Someone may feel like you're not smart enough. Um, you're young, you're dumb, you're I'm getting like someone, because it could be someone that's older, so just like, oh, she's just a child. Like, what is she gonna do with all that money? Like, I'm getting that vibe. This is what, so I'm hearing someone say this, like they're communicating that with somebody else that could be that third person. Because I'm seeing you and two other people. So they could be communicating it to the other person, like, oh, she doesn't need it. She's young and she's stupid. She's gonna blow it on money. She's gonna blow out our money. Okay, you hear this? She's gonna blow our money. She's gonna blow our money, is what I'm hearing. So someone feels like you shouldn't be included in something that's owed to you. This is something that's owed to you. This is not something that you get a say so whether or not this person should get it. It's owed to you. This is something in blood. This I'm getting like someone like, oh, someone wrote something in blood. And when I mean blood, it doesn't mean like sacrifice. It means, that's not funny. It means, it is funny. It's not funny. It means that someone is either of blood to you, like their blood, like family, or this could be like someone's just like, they're a part of your lineage. They're a part of your ancestors. They're a part of your soul tribe. They're a part of your family. What I mean in blood. Not what these rappers be talking about. Talk about, so get that money in blood. No, not what these rappers be rapping about. But I'm saying like, this is something that's part of your lineage. This is something that's been passed down to you, or given to you through past, like they're passing it down to you. But I'm seeing someone's being a bitch. Like, someone is being like, someone is being judgmental, but I'm also seeing that they think that you're shallow. So that's what I'm getting. You know what I mean? Right, Shannon? I don't get it either. That's what I'm getting for you. But like that's what I kept saying. Like, it's time to go to Atlanta. You know, it's time to go to Atlanta. Something about you having to travel soon. Oh, okay. You're welcome. But yeah, it's time to make that trip to Atlanta. I know like Atlanta keeps popping up. Like, Atlanta keeps like, I don't know. It's just something about like an urgency for you to get to Atlanta. Let's see. How am I doing? Oh, sorry, y'all. I'm doing. I'm gonna do Khadijah, Giselle, Jelani, Alexia, Shannon, Katiana. I said it right. And then Janae. And then Janae. So then we do Khadijah. I'm like, dang, I said her name right. Katiana. That's a pretty name. Y'all got pretty names. I like the name Katiana too. That's different. Katiana. That's pretty. All right. All right, let's see. Khadijah. That's a pretty name. I like that name. Katiana. Yeah, I like the name. It's pretty. That's a pretty name. I've never heard anybody name that. Tatiana, of course, but I've never heard Katiana. I've heard Katina, but I've never heard Tatiana. All right. Let me do Khadijah. Let's do Khadijah. All right. And then Janae will be the last person, y'all, because I'm tired. I've been fasting, and yeah, y'all understand. Like, I'm tired. So let me do Khadijah. Let's see, Khadijah. I feel like it's good vibes with you, but we'll see. We'll see. Um, okay. It's so funny because I heard this song. Was it last night, or was it like a couple of days? No, it was on Sunday night. No, Saturday night. I was like flicking through YouTube, and I saw you know how they have like music videos or whatever. So I was watching music videos or like clean, and Chrisette Michelle Epiphany came on. And I'm hearing that song right now, so you could be going through that, Khadijah. Is it that song? Well, I think I'm just about over being your girlfriend. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Yeah, that's Epiphany. I'm not crazy. Anyways, I'm hearing that song Epiphany by Chrisette Michelle. I'm I roll my eyes only because I feel like there could be someone that wants to work things out, right? I didn't say that. I did. That never left my mouth. That never left my mouth. If look, if I see something wrong in your relationship, I'm going to say, yeah, like he's not it, sis. He's not it. Um, I just feel like, hi, Tisha. I just feel like there just needs to be communication that does need to be worked on in your relationship. I do also feel like two people may also regret things that may have happened in the past between each other. There seems to be a little bit of like fast communication coming in. And I feel like you both are having to get yourselves emotionally back balanced and fix the issues in your relationships, not just kind of like smooth them over, but like having to get to the root of the differences that you have in your relationship, is what I will say. Stop. Don't think that way, Khadijah. I'm finding my words, okay? I feel that let's go to your finances real quick. I'm gonna come back to that. But let's go into your finances. When it comes to your finances, I feel like you're gonna be okay. I feel like you think heavily about your finances. I do also feel that there is a little bit of like, and this is like, I guess this is the right way for me to say this, but there could be like the illusion. I was literally saying this to him. He's not good at communicating. He just likes to buy stuff and sweep shit under the rug. Yes. But I also see that I'm trying to find a nice way to say this. And it's not a bad thing, because it's kind of just like it's kind of like a fake it till you make it type of energy with you. Like, and there's nothing wrong with that. I was just telling my boyfriend this last night. Like, there's nothing wrong with faking it till you make it. Um, but I feel like when your feet are held to the fire, you have to show up if you're gonna fake it and make it, right? I feel like when it comes to your business, I feel like you're going to be financially comfortable. I feel like you're going to garner recognition. I feel like you're going to be making money. And I feel like your creativity, I should say, is being supported by the universe. There seems to be an element of like things just happening for you. Um, And I feel like there's going to be so many opportunities that's going to be presented to you. Like, I feel like you're going to have a lot of clientele. I feel like you're going to have a lot of people that are going to come to you to support what you do. I feel like there also seems to be, girl, I need to get my nails done now. If you're ever in Miami, just, yeah. But there just seems to be a lot of recognition and a lot of money coming to you because I feel like people are supporting your craft. People are supporting you and they're going to come into your life to pat your back and to show you that you're contributing to society, whether it just be emotionally, mentally. It's just something that you're contributing. It's as a collective, it's bringing positivity into society. You're making your contribution, I should say. Now, I'm also seeing that it can kind of muddle into your relationship. And I feel that you're having to leave that entrepreneurial hat, that boss hat, that I run a business hat at your business and not bring that energy into your love life, okay? Because there just seems to be a little bit of like you having to kind of separate your business with your relationship. That's where it kind of things get kind of like really muddy. Hey Lonnie. And I do also feel that there's and I'm not saying that you're having to choose between you and your relationship, but there's something about you getting really fed up with how things are going on in your relationship. Um they're like it's like putting a patch over a gunshot wound, if that makes any sense. Um Tisha, I have one, two, three, four, five, six people in line and ahead of you if you want to send your donation. Um, but I feel like they're just like it's like putting a band-aid on a bloodshot wound. It's like it's still trauma. It's still bleeding. It's just I feel like things need to be addressed. Um, and I feel like with your relationship, there's several attempts to do that, several attempts to make things right, several attempts to work things out, several attempts to um, fix things. I feel like someone does, and if you're wanting to know if someone is honestly wanting to work things out and to fix things, I absolutely believe that they do want to do that. I feel like someone is putting a lot of energy, and I do feel like someone feels like what they're doing is not good enough for you. I feel like, and it's strange because I told my friend this yesterday. I feel like people can look at you and see where you're going or where you're headed to in your life. Like they may look at you and like, oh my gosh, she's gonna make it. She's gonna make money. She's gonna be a boss. She is going to blow the fuck up. She's going to be a powerhouse. People could come into your life and see that, and they could want to be on the ride for that. So you have to be careful with who you let in your life and in your circle because people can see things in you that you don't even see in yourself. Damn, there's so much I can say, but too much to write. We literally had this conversation on Friday morning. And I'm being careful with what I say because I don't want to put all your business on social media because this is not what I do. And this is why I'm bringing back Love Donation Saturdays because I feel like when I do these readings and I'm seeing in-depth things about people's relationships and their marriages and things that they've gone through in their life, I'm not putting your business on the internet. Like no. So that's why I'm thinking about bringing Love Donation Saturdays back because they'll be a little bit more intimate. They're going to be sent to through your DM. They're not going to be on a live broadcast like this. But what I will say about you, Khadisha, without giving too much information and without giving out all your business on here, I know, right, Shannon? I'm thinking about bringing Love Donation Saturdays back. People have been harassing me, harassing me in my DMs for it. And I look, How many you have tonight? I might have to wait until Saturday. Well, Saturday donations haven't come back yet, so if you want a reading, you have to do it today. I haven't brought Love Donation Saturdays back just yet. I need to work out my because I travel a lot now, so I have to fix my schedule. But I will bring it back. I will announce it when I do. But with you, Khadijah, I feel like Khadijah. I'm gonna stop right here because I don't want to put too much on your business on the internet. But I feel like something is becoming redundant. Something is something is happening over and over again to the point where you are becoming numb. And that's all I'm gonna say. And I feel like you know the rest. But I don't want to put your business on social media because I just don't. I'm not doing that. But I'm gonna stop right here, Khadijah. I'm just gonna stop. I just don't like. If you ask me if there's longevity in your relationship, I'm gonna tell you right now there isn't. And I'm just being honest with you. Please don't kill me. Oh my God, please do not kill me. Like, please don't. Because I had one person, I told them that the relationship wasn't going to last, and she cussed me out. But then within 3 days, they had broke up, and she's like, Cynthia, you were right. Like, I'm sorry that I cussed you out. I'm sorry that I'm sorry. Like, I'm a lot more strategic with the way how I say it because I just don't want to I don't want to tell people's business on social media. I guess I just don't want to do it. But if you're asking and you want me to say it, if you see like if you feel like if there's longevity in your relationship and your connection, the answer is no. I see you being single and focusing on your business. Katrina. Well, I'm gonna say what Katrina said, Khadijah. She said, "Let go of those toxic cycles, girlfriend. It ain't serving you, Khadijah. I'm sorry if I spell your name wrong. You definitely spell her name wrong, but that's really good advice, Katrina. So thank you for that. Um, but I don't see any longevity in the relationship. Um, and I see you having to make a decision and maybe possibly straddling the fence about making that decision because maybe there's history that's been involved in a situation. Maybe there's um, comfortability. Maybe it's familiar to you. But I feel like the longevity and where you're going, like the places, the rooms that you're going to walk into, I don't feel like this is going to be your last partner. I don't feel that. Now you could prove me wrong. You want to stay in that situation? You can stay in that situation. But I'm just telling you what I'm seeing. There's a lot that this person still needs to kind of figure out emotionally. I do feel like this person may be possibly having a lot of guilt. It's like people who have a hard time getting over guilt. And I already knew that because I'm keep saying the same thing over and over again because he sucks at communicating and I repeat myself every day. I just don't see any longevity in it. And I just want to be honest with you. Um, and I feel like I said, the rooms that you're about to walk into, the people that you're going to be encountering, the connections, whether that be financially, whether that's going to be people that's going to be coming into your life to help you on your journey, especially with your business. It requires you want to elevate, but it also requires you to separate. This could also be someone that could be possibly holding you back emotionally, mentally, spiritually, financially. I've always say this, and I also feel like this personally happened in my life too, where once you remove someone out of your life for good, like you cut that cord and you decide that you are actively closing that door, locking it, and never opening it back up, you're gonna start to see your life change. You're going to start to see abundance come into your life. You're going to start to see stability come into your life. You're going to see all of these great things happening in your life. Is because you let go of that person. That person was the person that was holding you back, that was drowning you. And I feel like once you let go of dead weight, that person that's drowning you, I feel that you're going to start to see a lot of doors open up for you. And it could just be because of this person's energy being around you that has been blocking all of these abundance and all of this prosperity to come into your life. But once you eliminate and you kind of let go of it, you're going to start to be like, you're going to start to see, damn, it just took me getting rid of that person for all of this good stuff to happen to me. Sometimes it does. So sometimes it's just the energy that you're keeping around you that's suffocating, that's taking away your wins, So I feel like that's what you're having to do. You're having to eliminate the one thing, or it could be several things, but it could be the one thing that could be the blockage in your life from moving forward. Yeah, like a liability. Yeah. Because I'm seeing something just be, it's like something is just keeps happening over again, and I just see you being numb to it. And then you're asking yourself, why the fuck am I even doing this? Why am I wasting my time? Why am I wasting my breath? I keep telling this person over and over again. It's just feel like something just keeps happening, like over and over and over and over and over and over again. Just like, fuck it. Like, I ain't doing this shit no more. I feel like that's what's happening. I feel like you're coming to some sort of realization that you don't want to do something no more. You don't want to have the same conversations anymore. You don't have to deal with this anymore. It's a weird ass baby mama. Damn. I'm sorry you had to go through that, Khadijah. I'm sorry. Wait, hold on. Where's my cursor? Oh. I'm sorry you're going through that. And it could just be it could be the person that's around you, they have an energy that's still attached to them. That's one holding or suppressing their energy, which in essence suppresses and holds down your energy too, because you're spiritually intertwined or connected with that person. So all of their baggage becomes your baggage. All of their lows become your lows. All of their blockages become your blockages. But once you decide to cut yourself from that person because you're no longer connected or tied to that person any longer, you're going to start to see abundance come into your life because you're not attached to an energy that has a lot of baggage, that has a lot of lows, that have losses, a lot of things that are happening or blockages in their lives that are happening because you're not connected anymore with that person. So once you decide to free yourself from that connection, you're going to start to see a lot of things happen for you. All right. Respectfully, who am I on? I am on Yasel, Jelani, Alexia, Shannon, Katiana, Janae, and then Tisha. So I'm going to do Yasel, then Jelani, then Alexia, then Shannon, Katina, Janae, and then Tisha. And I'm going to call it a night because Mama is getting tired. Let me go book a whole reading. Khadijah, yeah, we need to talk. Like, check my site and see if I have some availability this week. Because I feel like your reading, like, we need to talk. We need to talk. We need to talk. Like, I feel like there's a lot of things I could have said, but I didn't want to say because I'm trying to, like, be respectful. And I just don't want to say people's business, like, out there, You don't know who's watching. You don't know who's watching. I don't want nobody plotting over your demise. Cyn, can you check your Facebook? It's just a question that I have. I will check after I'm done. I'll check after I'm done, baby. All right, let's do yourself. Why is everybody getting the 5 of Cups? I don't understand. Why? You're welcome. Chastity. All right, so this is going to be for yourself. Yourself, what I'm seeing for you, um, oh, Chastity, I can answer your question right now. Yes. The answer is yes. I just saw your thing on Facebook. The answer is yes. Respectfully. Yes. The answer is yes. Um I just saw your Facebook message. Yeah, the answer is yes, girl. Yeah. It's time for a new chapter for sure. Um so this is going to be for yourself. You're welcome, Chastity. Chastity, it's time. It's time, Chastity. It's time. Um Me too. All right. Yes, I gotta charge my phone before y'all die. All right. Dang, why TikTok always sliding? For you yourself, what I'm seeing for you is that there's gonna be a lot of communication coming in. Okay. This could come from a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I'm also getting Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or Aries, Leo, Sag. I appreciate you, Katrina. Um, I feel like with you yourself, there seems to be like you having to kind of or wanting to move on. If someone is trying to get a reaction from you or trying to get your attention, I feel like you're trying to move on with your life. There seems to be some sort of new cycle coming into your life that requires you to cut people out of your life. So you will decide to cut some people out of your life, especially that fire sign, so Aries, Leo, Sag. I do also feel like you're going through some sort of a reflective space in your life as well. You could be really thinking about your finances because finances are the only thing that you can control. And I do also feel like there's going to be some sort of new opportunity coming in financially to stabilize your finances. There also seems to be a little bit of like you really working hard on your finances or having to work really hard for your money. Um, I do also feel like you could be making some sort of changes in your home, whether that be either moving furniture or clearing your space, or maybe possibly getting rid of old things in your home as well. So there seems to be some sort of new changes coming into your life. So out with the old, in with the new. Um, I just feel like something about like, let's say someone is trying to get your attention, right? I feel like you're trying really hard to kind of like move on or to try to ignore someone. You could be possibly trying to decline them as well. Emily's, I miss you, girl. um, I just feel like you're trying to move on with your life. But I feel like someone's being very persistent with in trying to get your attention though. I mean, maybe they don't want you to move on with your life. Maybe they don't want you to kind of go in a different direction. Maybe they're just trying to stop you from leaving or walking away. I do also feel like you're going to decide to cut communication from people, and that's going to be abruptly. Not it could be ghosting, like dead ass, but I feel like you're going to decide to either cut someone off completely or abruptly. You may change your phone number, or you may go ghost or kind of like no longer want to communicate with someone. Um, I do also feel like there is a little bit of like you thinking long and hard. You also could be an overthinker because I'm seeing you overthinking things before you actually do them or execute them, which can be very difficult sometimes because it's a form of procrastination. It's a little form of procrastination. It's just like, I'm not going to do anything until I figure it out and dissect it. And it's just like, things don't need to be that way. But because you may have like air-like quality in your chart, so Aries, Leo, Sag, no, that's fire. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you may have a little bit of air in your chart, whether that be your sun sign, moon, or rising, or maybe possibly your Venus and the way that you communicate when it comes to your love life. There just seems to be a little bit of like you overthinking or overanalyzing every step of the way, which can cause, in essence, procrastination. Mars and Gemini, I knew you had an air sign placement. I knew it. I knew there was air somewhere. I knew it. Because there's so much air in your, well, not really, but there seems to be Venus and Virgo. Oh, you're calculative when it comes to your love life. You're getting ready for fall and open enrollment. Yeah, we have 3 months. Well, actually, 3 months left of the year. Yeah. But I feel like with you, Yasel, there could just be like you maybe simply abandoning everything that you once knew and taking on some sort of new, not persona, but I feel like you are wanting everything new. I'm hearing a song by Drake, Fancy. Nails done, hair done, everything did. You fancy, huh? You fancy. You fancy, huh? You fancy. Like everything new. Like everything new. New friends, new lovers, new goals. I feel like you're not waiting into 2024. You're not waiting to the top of 2024 to make these changes. I feel like you're going to implement them now. Now, what I am going to say with you is that you're a big procrastinator, so you're going to have to stop that. You're also having to kind of really stay focused because I feel like you can easily be very distracted. And there also seems to be a little bit of like you being very impulsive. So you're really, so be sometimes really impulsive. So you're having to be careful with that because impulsivity, is that even a word? I think that is. Being very impulsive can lead you to making really rash decisions. So just be careful with that. Your finances look good, but you're going to have to work really hard for your finances. I feel like you're still building your finances as well. You're still working on them. I'm still learning about how to either bring more money in, or you're doing some sort of studying, or you're doing some sort of research when it comes to your finances. And I do feel like you're going to be independent. So don't worry about that, because I do also feel like you being very worried about whether or not you're going to be independent and you're going to be able to take care of yourself. You will. I do, Nia. I do. It's Jesus. It's my Cashapp name, JustCynRoy @gmail. Let me see. All right, let's do Jelani. After Jelani is going to be Alexia. Then it's going to be Shannon, Katiana, Janae, Tisha. No, you're fine. You're fine, yeah. All right. What am I doing again? I hate when I do that. Jelani. Let's do Jelani. All right. Oh my God, my freaking cards are. Okay, I need to tape up this card. This is your first reading ever. I'm popping that cherry. I'm just kidding. But I love new clients. I had a couple of new clients this weekend because one of my TikToks kind of went semi-viral. And I had so many like new clients, and I was just like, oh my God, I love talking to new clients. And they're like, oh my God, I'm going to come back. Like, you're so good. And I'm just like, yes, like, I want to know what's going on with your journey. Like, I'm fully invested. Like, I love meeting like new clients. All right, I'm coming back, y'all. I just need to tape up these cards. All right. I'm back. You're welcome, Michelle. All right. All right. I knew that was going to happen. Sorry, y'all. All right. Let's do Jelani. Every time I hear the name Jelani, I just think of Nicki Minaj. Because when her brother's named Jelani, but she also like had a song. What's the song? I see they coming for me. This stuff is only the fuck they gon' say. Oh, I'm the best. The name of the song is I'm the best. Doing it. Dang, I haven't heard that song in a long time. All right, let's do Jelani. All right, Nia. I'm gonna add you on the list, Nia. All right, let's do Jelani. That too, all things go. Okay. I don't know why, Jelani, you might be young. All right, let's see. I'm getting like young vibes. You're getting young vibes. I'm getting young vibes with Jelani. Let me see. Oh my god, why did I have to fall on the floor? Like, oh Lord Jesus. Oh my god, Jim is like whooping my ass. You're young. I knew it. I knew you were young. I knew it. I'm like, she's young. She's young. First and foremost, I can speak. With you, Jelani, I'm seeing that there's going to be multiple streams of income coming in for you, or you may be possibly trying to figure out with new ideas to make more than one source of income. I do feel like you have really good ideas when it comes to making money. I do also feel like you're either going to be saving your money, which is a really good thing, but I do also feel that there's going to be money coming in or trickling in for you like month by month. You're going to start to realize that a lot of money is coming in from your creative efforts. I do also feel that there is going to be some sort of idea that is going to either start some sort of windfall of money for you. This is going to be random as hell, but Jelani, you like your nails done, or you like to do your nails. I know that's random. I know it's random, but that's, that's what I heard. Like, I heard her nails. So I don't know what that means, but I heard nails, her nails. But I'm just saying something with your nails. Random. I'm sorry. I do feel like there also seems to be a little bit of like you manifesting as well. So there just seems to be a little bit of like manifestations or things that you may have been subconsciously manifesting that's going to be happening for you as well. There's going to be like a period in your life where it's going to go dead silent, but then all of a sudden there's going to be someone that's going to be resurfacing in your life. There just seems to be some sort of connection or deep connection that you're also having with someone. And I do feel like you wished for this or you prayed for this. So this connection that's going to be coming into your life, it could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius is what I'm seeing as well. But I'm seeing that there's going to be a new opportunity coming in. Now, this is going to be someone who's around the same age as you, or this could be someone that is going to be young or playful, or they're going to be not childish, but I just feel like they're just young. They're hungry. This is someone who is going to be around the same age as you. Maybe she's designing a new poly gel collection. Go ahead, sister entrepreneur. Hey, look, I do also feel like it is saying for you to also speak up for yourself as well, and to use your voice and to use it's something about like you having to use your voice, but I do also feel like you're having to use your influence too. And also seems to be like someone that could be also thinking about you. So someone may be possibly thinking about you, or they're possibly wanting to reach out to you as well. Um, there also could be some sort of forgiveness or an apology that's also going to be owed or given to you as well. There seems to be some sort of telepathic or some sort of strong connection that you're going to be experiencing. And I do also feel that this is a connection that serves a higher purpose because the Lover's card is here, or you're going to have to make some sort of decision about whether or not you would like to move forward with this connection, because I do feel like there's a choice that needs to be made. I do also feel that, girl, you a go-getter. I ain't mad at you. But I'm just saying you may look for opinion, validation, or confirmation that's exterior to you, and it's saying you don't really need to do that because you know exactly what you need to do, especially when it comes to your finances. Like, you know exactly what you need to do to get ahead. But I feel like sometimes you ask yourself, or you question whether or not you should move forward with the things that you know that you can be able to accomplish, because you may be looking for that validation or that confirmation. There also seems to be a little bit of like you getting a lot of signs and synchronicities as well, and trying to understand what those signs and synchronicities mean. I do feel like they're leading you to your path, or they're leading you to some sort of idea that you're going to be, of course, making some sort of money off of. I'm seeing a lot of money coming in for you. I'm seeing you being very stable financially too in the future. Um, it is also saying that to be very calculative with the decisions that you're making now, because they're going to impact, or they're going to affect your future. So be question. Be careful with that. Yeah, I see that. It's we all do it though. We all like question ourselves, but it's saying that you don't really need to do that because you know exactly what you need to do. But I just see you really putting a lot of pressure on yourself, or applying too much pressure on yourself. And what that does, in essence, it creates a lot of doubt within you. And it's saying that you don't really need to do that. You also are going to cut someone off, or even if you have cut someone else out of your life, I feel like they're going to be resurfacing. So again, someone else is coming back into your life. It could be a little bit of unfinished business that you have with this person, because this is why they're coming back around. But I feel like they're going to say something. I feel like an apology, or someone is going to give you some sort of explanation. Explanation is what I'm saying. And Jelani, please get some sleep. Your sleeping pattern. It's your sleeping pattern. All right. I'm gonna do I'm gonna do Alexia, then Shannon, Katiana, Janae, Tisha, and then Nia, and I'm gonna call it a night. I'm getting restless. Alexia. You're welcome, Jelani. Shannon, you next. Let me do Alexia, then you next. Your bad self. Alexia. I'm so hungry. I'm thinking about Haitian food. I'm thinking about Italian food. Like, I'm just hungry. But you know what? I'm gonna finish this fast strong. Let's do Alexia. I'm just like hungry. Alexia, you too hard on yourself. Why y'all so hard on yourselves? You also could be thinking about, did your stomach growl? No, it didn't growl, but I'm used to fasting, but it's just, especially when, because you food is everywhere. You see it on TikTok, you see it on YouTube, you see it on Instagram. Like, food is like everywhere. It's something that sometimes we constantly think about. Like, sometimes people, they think about their next meal. They're always constantly thinking about food. And I'm trying to change that. mindset, you know. Not that I always think about food, but I love food, you know. So I'm trying to change that. My relationship with food, you know. So Alexia, what I'm seeing for you is that there seems to be a lot of signs and synchronicity that you're receiving, but what I'm also seeing with you is that you could be beating yourself up about things that you did not fulfill or get to accomplish. Girl, you don't understand, Emanese. I am craving Haitian food, and it's like a Haitian spot by me, and I'm just like, oh my god, the Dijon and the legume. Oh my god, like, and the banan and the pickles. Tomorrow, tomorrow. Um, I just saw a meme that said, "I wonder if Mexicans ever say, let's go to the white people restaurant." That's funny. I believe with you, Alexia, you're very hard on yourself. I do also feel like you sometimes feel like you missed out on opportunities or experiences because maybe possibly you may have overthought them, or it could be because you possibly didn't jump on the opportunities when they were presented to you. There also seems to be a little bit of like you may go through like a tower moment, or I mean, a spiritual awakening. We have several spiritual awakenings, but I feel like you're on the the brink of another one. Oh my God, yes, like you. Um, I feel like you're on the brink of a spiritual awakening. I do also feel that there's out of the blue, there's going to be some sort of communication, but I feel like it's more so with the universe. I do also feel like there is going to be an earth sign, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, that could be possibly coming towards you. Now, the reason why this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn is coming towards you is because they maybe possibly have been thinking about you, but I also feel like this is someone that's incredibly passive. This is someone who's very emotional, they're very fragile, they're very sensitive, and I do feel like you may be possibly walking away from that because you're walking into your manifestations, you're walking into things that you may have prayed for, wished for, subconsciously manifested. I do also feel like you're going to run into a soulmate. So you're leaving one aspect of your life and you're going into another. You are also going to be around your soul tribe, or people that you feel like you can be completely yourself with, or people that you feel like you have commonality with. So there just seems to be, oh, you're going through a spiritual awakening now? Yeah, girl. It's a blessing, but it's also a, I don't want to say it's a curse, but it's just it's not an easy thing when people go through a spiritual awakening, especially when you go from like believing, let's say, religion, religion, or being a Christian, or being a Catholic, and then boom, out of a sudden you're like, dang, like that doesn't resonate with me, or that isn't my path, and then you follow spirituality. It's just like that spiritual awakening that you. It's like being woke, if that makes any sense. It's like going through, or going, I guess, going from a conventional, by the book, traditional lifestyle, and going through an unconventional, going through uncharted territories, which is spirituality. It's like finding yourself all over again and having to kind of like pivot what you believe, what you believe in. So there just seems to be like a little bit of like you going through that process. Yeah, so I'm doing Amanese. Like I already know. I already know I'm gonna eat tomorrow. Like I have it planned. But that's what I feel like you're going through, Alexia. I do also feel like there's a time in your life where you feel like you've missed out on money or opportunities, like I said in the beginning. I do also feel like there's going to be new opportunities that are going to be created for you, or they're going to be open to you. You've been waking up from 3 to 5 a.m. Yeah, I just feel like there's going to be spiritual changes that are going to be happening in your life. Just ride this wave. It'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. Just ride this wave. But I feel like, I don't like this word, but I'm gonna say it. Surrender. Not actually, the word is submit, but surrender to this experience, because I do feel like you're going to find yourself on the other side of this. Um, a lot of things that you felt that didn't make sense are going to make sense for you. It's going to be an emotional um, ride for you, but I feel like, and when I mean emotional, I mean that you're going to come to realize a lot of things. Um, and a lot of things may also possibly emotionally trigger you. Um, and I do feel like you're going to have to learn how to um, cope with that. Because I always tell y'all, like, healing is limitless. You can't completely be healed from a trauma. You can't be completely healed from a situation. You can only cope with it. So I feel like that's what you're having to experience. You're having to experience you having to cope with this new way of thinking. Everything that you felt once was is not going to be. So you're having to kind of accept that. And that could be hard. But I feel like you're gonna be fine. I feel like you're abandoning a traditional belief and going into a non-traditional belief. Because spirituality is non-traditional. But I feel like it's worth it. You're gonna run into your soul tribe. Your soul tribe could be already in here. It could be me, and it could be all these people in this chat. Like, you're gonna run into your soul tribe, like-minded people, people that are going to come in and like pat you on your back and help you on your spiritual journey. So I feel like that is what's happening. All right, I'm gonna do Shannon. Aww. I'm telling you, it'll be worth it. Like, just simply like let just submit to it. Just submit to the experience. You're welcome. All right, Shannon. Let's see, Shannon. Hopefully, Shannon, you ain't on that bullshit today. You ain't on no bullshit. After Shannon is Katiana, Janae, and Tish, and Ania. And then I'm gonna get off. All right. Okay. Hands are like so soft. It most definitely is an upgrade. But some people don't see it like that. Um, I was like on Facebook the other day, and someone was like basically saying that if you don't believe in traditional religion, then you're going to suffer, or you're going to deemed as someone that's going to go to hell. People have strong beliefs in spirituality, so people don't agree with it. People have a strong, firm opinion on that lifestyle. And sometimes it's not socially acceptable. Sometimes, especially when it comes to like your family and your friends, you lose a lot of friends on this journey. I've lost a lot of friends on this journey. I've lost people in my life, not my life, but people who are in my family don't even like communicate with me like that because they don't really agree with what I do. They think that what I do isn't socially acceptable, and that my dad tried to shield me from it. My dad was just like, I didn't raise you like this. I was in Catholic school since I was in the age of 3 all the way up until 7th grade, 6th grade. So my dad was just like, I did not teach you to be like this. This is not something that is going to be socially acceptable. I didn't raise you this way. You're not supposed to do this. This is wrong. Because my dad is very traditional. He is Catholic. He is even to this day he's Catholic, but he's learned to accept it because he sees how it has changed me as a person. It's not only made me a better person, but it has also helped me to be a lot more firmly grounded out of all his kids. So um, I feel that he respects it because of how I have cultivated my lifestyle by doing it, and how it has changed me emotionally, mentally. It has it. He sees growth, so he has no reason to knock it. So he has, with time, been able to accept it. A lot of people can't say the same. Some people, their family disown them. They don't want anything to do with them. It's the spiritual journey is not, it could be lonely. It could be very lonely. It could be very hard. It could be challenging. It could be ups and downs, crying, a lot of crying. It's you can feel like an outcast. You can feel weird. You can feel like you don't like yourself at times. It's different. It pushes you out of your comfort zone, out of your element. It forces you to go within. It forces you to realize traumas that you haven't resolved. It forces you to acknowledge traumas. It forces you to acknowledge a lot of things that you've kind of like kept in the abyss, you know? It challenges you. And I feel like sometimes people are not ready for that. And sometimes people in your life don't really accept it. So it's just different for everyone's journey. But I've always been, as a child, I never really cared what people thought about me. Even like now, my family members, like, I don't give a fuck. Because at the end of the day, I'm going through this journey alone. I am going through this journey, this spiritual journey, on my own. I was born into this world alone, and I'm going to die alone. This vessel is mine, and I can't let any other vessel's opinion alter my journey or my path. So I've always been a type of person where I really don't care what people think about me or what people have to say about me. And this has been a gradual thing for me, like not caring what people think about me. So you have to find that willpower when it comes to being in this particular lifestyle or being in this particular point in your life, because again, people are not going to accept it. People are going to think that you're different. People are going to not agree with what you do. So there, it's like having it's like having blind faith, it's having blind faith, honestly. I agree, Emanise, but a lot of people don't see it that way. A lot of people see it as it being a tradition that has been going on for decades, centuries. So it's a lot more well respected. It's documented. So that's why people respect it more. Um, it's documented. By who? But it's documented. It's respected. It's something that um, can really give our society divine order. It's a form of discipline. Like religion is a form of discipline. It's also to kind of, and this is what I believe. It's more so to keep you in line, to discipline you, not to put you in a place of having so much fear that you don't want to look, you don't want to find knowledge outside of the religion. You know what I mean? They talk about cults. They talk about like people having blind faith in cults and only believing in one thing and only kind of people, cults do have a bad rep, and they do have a bad rep for a reason, because they can sometimes be um, manipulated. They can be manipulated. They can be molded. They can be crafted into what they want to believe in. Some people don't see the difference between a cult and religion. There's some people who have these beliefs. I'm not saying I have these beliefs, but a lot of people believe in those types of things. Spirituality is like free spirited, and that's why religion, or people who are religious, have a hard time respecting it, is because they see spirituality as a form of not having any discipline, which is not true. It's not true. Like, being spiritual, there's a lot of discipline that comes with it. It may not be documented like religion, but there's a lot of discipline that comes with spirituality. But some people don't see it that way. And I've been called everything. I've been called a witch. I've been told I'm going to hell. I've been told all of these things, and when you after you hear after a while, it just okay, whatever. It doesn't affect me. It doesn't bother me. So I've heard it all. I've heard people call me the most nastiest thing, and these are from people who are very religious and are not supposed to judge. So I've been called and they're like, oh, I'm just trying to save you, but how are you trying to save me, but also demeaning me and degrading me and being rude to me at the same in the same breath? That doesn't and judging me. It doesn't make any. It doesn't make any. Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna get into that conversation. Like, how you want to save me? You want to save my soul and help me to get to heaven, but you're also degrading me, judging me, being rude to me, being nasty to me, making me feel less than, making me feel like you're superior to me. So all these things that you're preaching about, you're doing that to me, but also but using that as a tool to save my soul. Like, how? Whatever. How? How? Okay. I just look at them like, okay, just okay. You know. I don't know. And I don't mean to laugh because I look, I came from being very Catholic. I went, like I just told you, I was Catholic school since I was 3 years old, going all the way up into sixth grade. Like, I went to church every Wednesday in Catholic school. We went to church. We followed the Bible. Like, I come from that. So for me to kind of come from that and go into spirituality, yeah, like a lot of people didn't like that. A lot of people didn't like that. A lot of people disagree with it. A lot of people thought that, I was lost, I was doomed, you know. But here I am. So this is for Shannon. Shannon, what I'm seeing for your reading is that there seems to be a lot of anxieties that you're having. I do also feel like you could be under a lot of stress, a little bit of overthinking too, but it could be because of your finances. I do also feel like you are also stressed out about your finances because you may possibly feel like you're not making enough money, or you just feel like money is not coming in the way that you would like. But I feel like it's more so you feel like you're not making enough money and you're putting a lot of time and attention. We're liberated. They hit us because they ain't us. Look, I mean, that too, but people have strong beliefs, and I respect them. Like, if I see someone like who's really heavily in the Bible, and I respect them, I wholeheartedly respect them. Even if I don't agree with them, I still respect them and treat them like a human. But I have never. I sometimes I don't receive that back from them. You know. Um, I also feel like with you, Shannon, there's an offering going to be coming in. It could be from like a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or this could be someone that could be wanting to come in to help you, but I feel like you keep straddling the fence, or you just keep going back and forth regarding this person, because I feel like there seems to be a little bit of miscommunication between you and this person. Maybe you guys have a hard time communicating. Again, it seems to be surrounding finances. I do also feel like you're still trying to find yourself. I do also feel like you are trying to also find out how to make more money, or to be a lot more financially lucrative. There's a constant battle with your finances, or there could be some sort of constant talk about your finances as well. Even if it's with your partner, I feel like you're constantly like either complaining or talking about your finances. There seems to be like you having to put a boundary with that, because you don't want to seem like, I'm not saying that you're ungrateful, but somebody around you might feel that way. Okay. Someone around you may feel that way. Someone may around you may feel like, well, you need to look at the things that you have and not the things that you don't have. There's someone that is around you that is also trying to, they balance you out. They're a good balance. They come into your life to help you emotionally. They're a good emotional support system. Even though sometimes you guys have a hard time listening to each other or communicating, I do feel like they do want to help you or be there for you, or be present for you emotionally. Um, I do also feel like money's going to pick up. Don't worry about that. I do also feel like you could be possibly Shannon, be nice. I do also feel like for you, there's a little bit of like your finances gradually increasing. Um, I don't know why you feel betrayed with someone who may be in the workplace. Maybe somebody snitched on you at the workplace, or someone may have been possibly trying to take money from you in the workplace or trying to take a shift from you. But somebody in the workplace, not that you have beef, but you like keeping your distance and you're keeping a side eye with that person. But it's again, it's someone in the workplace. Like you don't trust somebody in your work in the workplace, is what I'm seeing. Be nice, Shannon. I feel like someone can't be trusted in the workplace. You're being very picky. She's passive aggressive. She really want to cuss you out, but she's not gonna do so. I'm gonna do Katiana. Oh, I'm hungry. All right, Katiana. Don't give it to her, Shannon. Let that lady do what she do. Like, don't even pay her any mind. All right, so this is for Katiana. Oh, my arms hurt real bad. Katiana, what I'm seeing is that you're going to realize that someone around you is a liar, and it's going to be revealed. We're having a meeting. Be nice, Shannon. Be nice, Shannon. You need that job. Just for a little bit longer. So, Katiana, what I'm seeing with you is that you're going to come to find out that someone is a liar, someone is not being 100% honest with you. I'm getting deceitful. Now, it could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but it could be any sign. I do also feel like you're stressed out about money, having some sort of anxieties about your finances as well. There just seems to be like you're like having just enough, like you're making it. I'm getting a song by keeping your head above water, making a way when you can, temporary layoffs, good times, ain't we lucky we got 'em. I don't know why good times came up. That's random as fuck. But feel like you're barely making it, or you're making just enough when it comes to your finances. And I do also feel like there seems to be sometimes you have it, sometimes you don't financially. And I feel like with you, I feel like you're having to work hard for your finances, and you feel like I'm working all this time, I'm doing all of this, and I feel like I'm not making enough. So something about your finances having to pick up. Now, don't worry too much about your finances. Okay? Don't worry about your finances. You are also going to cut someone off unexpectedly. I do also feel like it could be someone you're going to find out is a liar. Someone could be possibly holding some sort of information from you. Oh, sorry, Katiana. Good times. Hey, we lucky we got them. That's random. But I just feel like you're making it, but you just have enough. But don't worry about your finances. It's gonna start to pick up. Next year it'll be better. I'm telling you, next year will be better. I do feel like you're gonna decide to cut somebody off, and once you decide to cut them off, they're gonna start to play victim. I do also feel like this is something that just keeps happening over and over again. So there just seems to be some sort of a lesson that you're having to learn with this person. I do also feel like with this person, this could be someone who is having some sort of regrets about their lives or being very deceitful towards you. So I do feel like someone is feeling like they regret hiding or keeping some sort of things from you. Nice, Shannon. Love you. I do also feel like this is someone who could be very childish or too playful for you. I do also feel that, oh my God, child. This is some sort of immature energy. Right, Ebony's? I feel like you're gonna abruptly cut them off. But I feel like with this particular energy, I just feel like you should have cut them off a long time ago. Maybe kept giving somebody chances over and over again. But I feel like you're realizing that something is not going to come from this particular situation. I feel like you're also going to realize something about this person and you're going to be happy. And I do also feel like you're going to feel like the ball is in your court. Feel like you have the upper hand in the situation between you and this person. Someone also feel like someone could be possibly spying or sneaking on you, like being very, like they check up on you or they keep tabs on you. Um, whether that be through social media or whether that be through friends and family, but someone is keeping tabs on you. And I do feel like you're going to be happy to know that because, again, you're going to feel like the ball's in your court or you're going to feel like you have the upper hand. But I feel like someone is wanting to know what you're up to. And something with you, too, with your sleeping pattern, you may have like your sleeping pattern may be completely off or having a hard time falling asleep or tossing, turning in your sleep. Don't worry about your finances. They're going to be fine. You just need to make sure that you're being very strategic and make sure that you're putting some sort of money aside. But you're going like, Cynthia, I don't have enough money to be putting aside. You're going to have to find a way to budget your money. And I'm also seeing that you're kind of like wanting to get away from your troubles, meaning that let's say you want to like go on a vacation or you want to go away so that you don't have to think about the things that or your responsibilities or things that you have to get done. So you may be possibly wanting to run away from your problems, but that's not realistic. You're having to face them. But your finances are going to start to pick up going into spring 2024. Hey, we like it, we got 'em. All right, let's do Janae. The Janae is Tisha and then Nia. And then I'm going to get off. All right. Definitely do. I sound like you ugly. Girl, Katiana, keep me posted. Keep me posted, but somebody lying. Keep me posted. Janae. Jesus Christ. Yes, it is going to pay off, Katiana. Just be patient. Okay. Whew. Janae, what I'm seeing with you, actually, let me get off here. Sorry, y'all. Let me just get off TikTok. What I'm seeing for you, Janae, is that there could be a lot of signs and synchronicities that you're receiving, but they're confusing you. And I also feel like you're welcome, Tatiana. I feel like with you, Janae, there also seems to be like someone from your past, or there could be the past that could be haunting you a little bit, or could be possibly trying to throw you off. So just be careful with that. I do also feel like your money is going, ugh, your money is also going to start to look up too. I'm seeing that there's going to be some sort of abundance, or there's going to be some sort of money coming in for you. So this looks really good financially. Um, I do also feel like everything that you may have wished for, prayed for, subconsciously manifested is going to happen for you. So there just seems to be a little bit of like your manifestation is finally coming into some sort of fruition. Now, I do also feel like there seems to be some sort of energy. It could be an Aries, Leo, Sag, but it could be any sign. But I'm seeing some sort of compulsive, impulsive energy. But I'm also seeing that someone has been thinking about you long and hard, and I feel like they're going to be coming in. They may also have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in their chart, but I feel like they're going to come into your life when you are like stable, like financially, emotionally, mentally, you're stable. Um, you have like a lot of things going on for you. There just seems to be some sort of stability in your life, and I feel like they're going to come in when you feel stable. So they may be possibly coming in to test you. They could also be coming into your life to kind of to throw you off emotionally, or to take you off your pedestal. But they just seem to be a little bit of like in and out, off and on type of energy with this person. I do also feel that there's also someone that's coming in very shy. Um, they also could be possibly acting very shy or too timid. Maybe because they know if they come towards you, they're going to be met with either harsh words, or they're going to be met with having to take accountability for the things that they may have said or done. Again, it could be someone from your past, because I'm getting the Six of Cups. So there just seems to be some sort of mutual energy between you and this person, familiar energy, or there could also be like history that you may have with this person, and this is why they're coming into your life. I do also feel like stability, again, financially is coming in for you. I do also feel like you're going to be getting a lot of recognition as well. I do also feel like you're also running into your soul tribe, or cultivating your own type of soul tribes. And I do also feel like, again, the universe is pouring into you. So emotionally, spiritually, there just seems to be a lot of positive things happening into your life when this person comes in, and they may be possibly coming in to trick you or to mislead you. But I feel like you're either going to get a premonition, or you're going to get a lot of signs and synchronicities before this person comes into your life. So it's like a pre-warning before they come into your life. You may also get some sort of a deja vu too when they come into your life. So be mindful of your tone, and be mindful of your energy when this person comes in. But I'm just seeing a resurfacing of someone. And you may also either, what is it? I'm seeing you dress a little bit more, not modest, but more so. I'm seeing you dress more so. Like, let's say, for example, you brought a lot of clothes from Shein, right? You're just like, yeah, I'm tired of that. I want clothes with quality. So you start maybe shopping at Zara. You start shopping at places that are a lot more quality based clothing. Not to say Zara. Zara is very fast fashion too, but I feel like you're going to be changing up your style. You're also going to be changing your mindset when it comes to how you want to show up or present yourself. Um, in this world, conservatively. That's not the word. I just feel like it's and I feel like it's modest too. It's just like quality over quantity. You know what I mean? Because you're realizing those Shein clothings, they only last for like 2-3 days, and after you wash it, it's a wrap. So you're just like, I just want quality, and that could be also quality people in your life too, not only clothes or the experiences that you're wanting to have in your life, but people as well, quality people. I'm going to do Tish and then Nia. Tish. I felt that I have a lot of quality pieces. I haven't purchased from Shein since 2020. I don't think I've ever shopped with them. I don't think so. I don't think I have. Um, but I've heard like people say that their quality isn't good. That's why I'm so afraid to shop with them. Let's do Tisha. Yeah, sophisticated. Yeah. Okay, so for Tish, what I'm seeing, why is everybody having a hard time sleeping? I feel like for you with you, Tish, there seems to be a little bit of like you feeling very overwhelmed or feeling like there's just so much going on in your life right now that you're just kind of like wanting to crawl into a rock or under a rock, into a rock, under a rock. I do also feel like you can be coming off very anxious, stressed out as well. It could be possibly because you're wanting to achieve or you wanting to accomplish your goals. I do also feel like this is like you wanting to be more so boss like and wanting to kind of take more so charge of your life. Sophisticated is fitting. I purchased some cute work shirts. Yeah, I just see you changing up your style, Janae, which is a good thing. That means you're growing up. Now, I do also feel like for you, Tish, there just seems to be like your finances. Sometimes you have it, sometimes you don't, because I do have the Two of Pentacles here. There just seems to be like, oh, sorry. Good for you, Janae. There just seems to be like something with like you having to kind of get rid of the illusion of your finances. And when I mean that, it means that you're having to remove some sort of mind state or mindset when it comes to your finances. Um, it could just be like you don't know what to do with your money. Let's say you do have money, right? Or you have enough. I just feel like you don't know what to do with your money. You don't know what your next move is. There's something about you having to figure out exactly what that is. I do also feel like there's a lot of opportunities that you could do. A lot of opportunities that you have when it comes to your finances. But I feel like again, still feeling very stuck and not knowing what to do with your finances. Whether you should invest it, whether you should put it in CD, whether you should like. There just seems to be so much that, or maybe compound interest accounts. There just seems to be a lot that you can possibly do, and I do feel like there's going to be a lot of opportunities that's going to be coming in to help you financially too. Now, there could be someone that may be on their way to you. It could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They may be at a distance from you. There seems to be some sort of miscommunication between you and this person. Maybe you guys don't really know how to communicate with each other, or there could be some sort of like petty energy between two people. Kind of like you both maybe possibly very guarded or maybe cold or detached from each other. I do feel like if something has a lack of clarity and it doesn't make any sense to you, I feel like you're going to walk away from it. Let's say a situation has too much gray area, it's not black and white. I feel like you're going to decide to walk away from it because you're needing clarity. And you're feeling like if I can't get any clarity, then maybe this doesn't resonate with me, or this doesn't feel right, or this doesn't belong. This isn't something that belongs in my life. So I feel like that's what you're doing. I feel like you're abandoning anything that doesn't resonate with you or is not clear to you. I do also feel that when it comes to like being very business minded and you maybe accomplishing your goal, you're gonna have that. There also seems to be a lot of opportunity that's going to be presented to you as well for that. But I do also feel like with your finances, it is also saying for you to be a little bit more strategic or calculative when it comes to your finances, because I feel like you may be all over the place with that. Um, there also seems to be a little bit like you having to kind of stay focused too. Not that you procrastinate, because I don't feel procrastination is your problem, but it could just be possibly being all over, not knowing where your money is going in and out, having to be a little bit more calculative, having to know how much you're spending and how much money is being brought in. So I feel like you're having to kind of like manage your money properly. And I don't feel like it's a budget. It's more so managing it. It's like you need to know where every dime and dollar is going. It's like I don't feel like you know where your money's going. Oh my God. Be more strategic. And I see you losing money if you don't be strategic with it too. If you're not being mindful, I see you being strategic. Oh, you spending your money on food. Oh my God, girl. As much as DoorDash be costing with fees and stuff, and you spending your money on food. Oh my God. I see you losing a lot of money because you're wasting it. Be mindful of that. Let me do Nia. All right, let's do Nia. I mean, it does amaze. Okay, Nia, there's a lot of fire. So Aries, Leo, Sag, or Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. That's the only two signs I see. I do also feel like there could be someone who's very egotistical. This can also be someone who comes off as very impulsive, or this could just be coming someone who's like a know-it-all, or this could be someone who has a really strong energy. I feel like they're going to be reaching out to you several times. I do also feel like someone is possibly like imposing too much on another person, which is causing someone to feel uh, let's say for example like you're with someone who has a really strong personality. I feel like someone could be possibly like being very intimidating towards the other person. I do also feel like someone is also feeling very fragile or sensitive around this time as well. So if they are around some sort of intimidating energy, especially that fire sign, so Aries, Leo, Sag, I feel like someone is having to kind of like uh, get themselves out of that emotional state. I feel like someone is also trying to kind of like move move on or to walk away from a situation as well, or trying to kind of ignore if someone's trying to reach out to the other person, trying to ignore them or decline or act like they don't notice the other person reaching out to them. I do also feel like a young fire sign is also around you as well. There seems to also be some sort of power struggles with that as well. Um, if someone is reaching out to you, they're being very mature about it. It's like poking a bear until someone gets some sort of reaction out of the bear. I do also feel like this is someone who likes to dress, whether they like to either something about them that they like to dress up or they like to look very stylish, or this is someone who likes to smell really nicely as well. Um, I do also feel like someone loves shoes. So I don't know if this is you or the other person, but someone supposedly loves a lot of shoes or they have a lot of shoes. Um, I do also feel like you're having to let go of things that may have happened in the past as well. Sometimes you may reflect on them, or sometimes you may have a moment where you kind of think back on it. But it is saying for you to kind of not to stay stuck in that, because I do feel like this is like you having to emotionally get over things that didn't go your way. I do also feel like when it comes to your finances, I do feel like they're going to be okay. I feel like financially you're fine. Um, I don't feel like it's like a huge issue for you right now. Um, I do also feel like you're having to work things out with a fire sign, or wanting to needing to put a lot of time and energy into establishing some sort of foundation with a fire sign. Again, that fire sign just keeps popping back up. Someone possibly wants to maybe someone possibly wants to move things uh, forward with you as well. I do feel like a strong foundation is being established. But I feel like once someone is out of that emotional rut, then they'll be able to kind of probably once someone gets out of that emotional rut, I do feel like there is an opportunity to move things forward. But right now, someone is not emotionally available to do so just yet. Yeah, that's what I got for y'all. This is what I have for you guys. I love y'all. I will see y'all next Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to book a full reading with me, it'll be linked in my bio. If you're on YouTube, it'll be linked in my description box. I will let you know about Love Donation Saturdays soon, or maybe not soon, maybe in a couple of months. But I love you guys so much. Hopefully, these readings brought you a little clarity. And if it did bring you clarity and you're just like, I want to know more, go ahead and book a reading with me. I think I do have some availability for you guys this week. Just check on my website. But good night. I love you too, boo. Good night. I will see you guys next. Wait, see you. Enjoy your Haitian food, girl. I'll see you on next Monday. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna try and get Haitian food tomorrow. If I don't, actually, I'm gonna cook tomorrow because I don't need to be spending no more money. So I'm gonna be cooking tomorrow. But I will see you guys next Monday. Bye, guys.